Hi everybody, I'm Gary Tyson and welcome to Learn Magic from Scratch. Every lesson, and this is episode 3, you will learn a little bit of sleight of hand magic that you're going to have to practice before you get really good at it, and at least one trick that you can do right away. And today we're going to learn a packet trick that's based on a classic in magic called Brainwave. It's very much fun and it's very easy to do. So let's get to what we're going to do today. Okay, we're going to learn how to flick cards. Now, you're going to say at first, I can't do that. This is the perfect example of when you practice a little bit, just get it just right for you, you will get better and better and better. Okay, but first let's just look at what I'm talking about. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to just be able to flick a card. Okay, and then you can flip multiple cards. I've done 40 in a row and caught them because once you get it going, it's pretty easy to keep it going. So that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to learn how to flick cards. Okay, let's get started. A deck of cards. I am playing with a full deck, and I recommend that because it's something substantial to hold on to. And what you're going to do is you are going to hold the deck on the bottom. Now I find that I want my thumb almost parallel to the deck. Or is that perpendicular? What the hell do I know? Anyway, it's one of those things, and then your middle finger goes on top. Okay? And when you have it like that, all you do, if you have nails, it's much better. But if you have a nail or even your finger, you pull back on that top card and let go. Okay? So you're pulling back and letting go. Pulling back and letting go. Now, let me tell you, that's all there is to it. Okay? And you're going to try to do it, and the cards are going to shoot in all different kinds of directions. What you need to do then is you need to find out what your sweet spot is. You know, for me, it's going, like I said, it's going along the long way with the deck kind of coming off over the edge. So I have a nice substantial base here in order to support the bottom of the card. Okay, if it doesn't have much space, it's going to shoot in another direction. So all you do is you get it the way you need it, and you're going to play around with that. I recommend doing it over a bed or something so you don't have to bend so much, but hey, you can do some exercises. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Anyway, shut up. So then what you do is you get your position correct, second finger, middle finger holding the top corner of the card, right hand corner, and down here we have the thumb going a little bit of an angle. Okay, and this might not work. I could maybe be wrong. Nope, that was good. So you have to find your sweet spot, and it took me, I won't lie, it took me a long time to get to that point, but once you get there, it's really fun. And this is a really fun thing to, you have friends over and you say, okay, I'm going to show you something I can do. It's almost a juggling move, really. And you show them, and they're going to be impressed because it looks really cool. And then you can get them all involved. You can show them how to do it. This is something you can share without revealing any secrets. This is just more of a juggling move. So that's all there is to it. Watch the video again if you need to. Take a deck of cards. Practice, and now let's learn a trick that you can do right away. Okay, it's time to learn a trick that you can do right away. This is based on a classic trick called Brainwave. It's a packet trick. A packet trick basically means that you probably will have it set up in a packet. The one thing most packet tricks have in common, and there's some amazing packet tricks, is they're not examinable. So I recommend doing this effect in the middle of a couple of the other things that you've learned, okay? Don't make it into a puzzle where they're just gonna try to figure this one out because you're gonna take it away, okay? But basically, here's how the presentation would go. You display that you have 8 cards, and these cards can be mixed up, it does not matter, but you ask the spectator to name any card. Just pick any card, does not matter, name a card. So let's say they say the 7 of diamonds. You can ask them, do you want to switch it to something else? Or do you want the 7 of diamonds? And they say, no, I want the 7 of diamonds. You remove the 7 of diamonds. They could have chosen any of these other cards. They could have chosen the 4 and the 6. They could have chosen the 2 or the 9. They could have chosen the 7 or the 4. They could have chosen the 8. But they chose the 7 of diamonds, which happens to be the only red card. Okay, that's the effect. So they have a free choice of any of the cards, and the spectator always chooses a card different from all of the other cards. Okay, let's learn how to do this. One thing that you will have to do is you're going to have to go out and make sure that you have 2 different colored backs, okay? So blue backs and red backs. So if you don't have both colors, run to CVS or Sam's Club. At Sam's Club, you can get 12 decks, 6 of each, for about $17.95. I get no money from Sam's Club from telling you that, but that's a good deal. Bicycle playing cards, by the way. Okay, so you need red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. The reason you can shuffle them, as long as you're just simply cutting the cards, you're not changing the order, okay? There's still going to be red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, as long as you simply cut the cards. So you can cut the cards and then tell the spectator that you want them to name any card. So they can name any card they want. Let's say they name the 7 of spades, okay? Now, you can play it up a little bit and say, do you want to change your mind? And this is your last chance. You can change your mind, pick a different card. You want to stick with the 7? Let's say they stick with the 7. And you set the 7 face up, okay? Now the 7 came out of this location. So what you're going to do very quickly and subtly as you turn the cards over, it's really a nothing move, but you're going to make sure that the cards on the right, your right, are going on the top, okay? So you're going to, where that card came out of, you're going to take the cards to the right of that and make sure they go to the top, okay? Don't turn it over. So now you have one card that they chose and the rest of the packet. Then you proceed to show them the backs of all the cards. So you say you could have chosen the 7 or the 8, and you turn the back over and you set those 2 down. Now what you really did is you showed the back of the bottom card. Very believable when you do it quickly. So you do it like this. You say, okay, you could have chosen the 7 or the 8. You could have chosen the 7 or the 8. You could have chosen the 4 or the 6. Again, you're doing the same thing. You're showing this card, which is red, and this card on the bottom, which is red, which is why you had to switch the bottom cards to the top. Okay? So then you take those 2 and you set those off to the side, or you could have picked the 4 or the 2, and then the last card, of course, is red. You chose the 7. It just so happens that the 7 of spades is the only blue card in the group. Very effective trick. The problem is now you have to take it and you just put it right back in the packet and get it the hell out of the way because they can't examine the cards. Cool trick. Let's call it packet brainwave. I have no clue, but it's a very cool trick. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Go and practice your card flicking because you will get good at it. And I'll see you next time.